I discovered that there were, you know, the last part, that's the part four on how to structure your day and how to kill distractions. I noticed that YouTube had cut it off because of, the instability in network. But here we are again, and I just came live to just finish the last part because I sense that it's very, very important for realtors, and it's a problem that a lot of realtors have, and they really want to, you know, see that they have a solution to that problem. Okay, so I hope you can see me and hear me clearly. In case you join, please, put the fire emoji in the comment section so that I can know that you are getting me clearly. I just want to check that we are live and you can hear me. Please just give me a minute. Somebody is trying to call me and send a quick message. All right. I don't know. The network is still trying to mess up. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me loud and clear. I'm trying to test the sound here. All right. I think we're good to go now. Uh, okay, so we said that the why most realtors are busy every day but still broke on how to kill distractions, that it was divided into four parts, as you've watched in the first part. And we said that the first part is where we looked at during the first part we looked at what distractions are, uh, and what a distraction is and different distractions for realtors. The second, we looked at uh, activity versus productivity. The third part, we looked at what actually makes money for realtors, right? Which is learning, visibility, and sales. And then the fourth part was how do you structure your day and minimize distractions? How do you structure your day and minimize distractions? And that's what I'm just going to be explaining to you here because it's very, very important. There are a lot of realtors who don't know exactly how to structure their day and how to minimize distractions. I said that your day is normally now, so this is the part four now. So, how do you structure your day and how do you minimize distractions? Now, your day basically should be divided into two. Like I said in part one, like you learned that there is that part of the day that is most important to you, that part of the day that is more focused to you, that part of the day that you are able to learn better in. It could be the early mornings or early hours of the day or the late hours of the day. You decide which one, or study yourself. By now you should know. If you don't know yet, you have to study yourself and know exactly what works for you. If it's the morning, then good. If it's in the evening, still good. So which part of the day is more productive for you? Okay. Now, when you discover that, that will be the first step for for you getting closer to how you can be able to structure your day and be able to kill or minimize distractions. Now, that productive time of yours, okay, your day is normally divided into two, or your day should be divided into two as a realtor. Please, if you're joining live and you can see me and you can hear me, I'm just trying to record the part two of the why most realtors are busy every day but still broke, because I discovered how YouTube cut off part because of the instability in network. So if you're live and you can see me or hear me clearly, please just put your name in the comment section so that I can recognize your presence, and then I move forward. I'm not going to take long. This live session is just going to be 30 minutes or so, and we are out of here. So, as a realtor, your day is divided into two. You have the maker time and the manager time. So there are two major activities that you should do every single day. You have the maker activities and the manager activities. Your maker time is the time where you make stuff, where you create stuff. All right. The good book says we are co-creators with Christ. We are heirs with Christ, and Christ is a creator. God is a creator. So it means you are a co-creator with God, with Christ. That's what the good book says. So when it comes to your real estate business, there is also that part of the day that you should create, because more than the fact that you are a co-creator with Christ, you are also a creator. You are a content creator, educational content creator, a creator. Sorry, now in the real estate sector. Okay, so, what is your maker time? Your maker time or creator time is that most productive time of yours. It is a time where you create stuff. When you do things like content creation, please take note, write this down. Under your maker time, it is a time where of the day where you focus to create stuff. You do stuff that require you to think, require you to focus, require you to learn, right? Things like content creation, things like script writing, things like brainstorming, things like video editing, things like shooting, content shooting. All right, these are the things that you do in your maker time. Okay, so part four, how do you structure your day? Number one, you should have a maker time and manager time. Now, your manager time now is that part time of the day where you are not doing any deep work. You are going to attend meetings, picking up calls, responding to messages, doing follow up, going for site inspections. That is when you can manage activities. All right, it's called your manager time. But you don't joke with your maker time. So that productive hour of yours, let's say you are most productive from in the early hours of the morning, say from 5. Say you're most productive in the early hours of the morning, let's say 5 a.m. to 8 a.m., or say 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. So the first 2 hours every morning is your maker time, becomes your maker time, your maker hours. It is so. Anyways, I'll get to that. Becomes your maker hours, time when you create or make stuff. Then from 8 till morning. Now you can now discover that if you utilize your maker time in a kind of nice way, you discover that even if you don't do anything during the rest of the day, you will be feeling fulfilled and satisfied because you have done something that pushes your business forward. Now, you know what? Everything that you do in your maker time is tied up to the three things that makes money for realtors. So if you want to learn, it is in your maker time. If you want to, if you are looking, you are building yourself a visibility, creating content is maker time. Sales is maker time. You see? So everything that you'll be doing during your maker time is what actually makes money for you as a realtor. So fix your maker time into your most productive hours. Rule number two on how to structure your day. Rule number one, have your maker time and your manager time. Rule number two, one block equals to one goal. One block equals to one goal. So let's say you want to learn, focus and do some learning and do some research. It means that when you block out time every single day, you should have just one. Now you can have many goals, but for me, rule of thumb, you should have just one goal. So say today My maker time is to learn. You are learning stuff on real estate. Maybe you could be learning real estate sales and marketing. Maybe you could say your maker time for today is for you to take one episode of the Salary Network. And when you take it, you're done. You are implementing immediately. You could say maker time for Tuesdays is for content. Maker time for Wednesdays is for editing. Maker time. So when you get up in the morning, you know that from 5 to 7, you are only editing. There's nothing else. You block out every single thing and you focus on editing. Okay. So rule number 2 on how to structure your day and minimize distraction is what? One block of time equals to what? One goal of any of the three things that we spoke about, either learning, visibility, or sales. One block equals to one goal. One block equals to one goal. I hope you understand. One block equals to one goal. So you can say if Mondays are your content days, you can now say the your maker time every Monday is for content creation. You see, but if if Monday is your content creation, therefore the next day should surely be for editing. Now it doesn't mean that during the day when you have free time or when you have time you will not edit. You do that, right? But you have a specific time where you focus and work and you cut off all distractions. Now, what if distractions still keep coming in even after you try to cut them off? Like you see, when I came live here, somebody called. What do you now do with that kind of a thing? With that kind of a person, with that kind of a distraction? We'll see that in a jiffy. All right. Rule number 3. This is how to do it. It's called batch distractions. Don't fight them. One thing about distractions that come during work is that a lot of people, when they try to fight the distractions, you now get caught up in the distraction itself. You don't fight distractions, you batch the distractions. Same way you batch create your content, that's how you batch your distractions. I have this note, this sticker note. So if I'm working right now, if I'm working and say I'm preparing content, I keep preparing my content and I'm writing and I get a call. What I do is that I don't answer that call or I silent it, I don't answer it and I go and write. This is for example, if the person who called me was Daniel, I go and write call Daniel after work. You see? So I've batched that distraction I've kept somewhere and I continue my research, I continue my stuff. Say I remember that, oh, I didn't post one reel and I needed to post. What I do, I don't stop what I'm doing and I immediately go to pick up my phone to go post. Because when you pick up your phone to go post, you discover that you get caught up. You forget that you were working, and from posting to watching one reel to watching 10 to watching 15 to going on WhatsApp to going on TikTok to going on YouTube to doing a lot of stuff that is not necessary and is not relevant at that point in time. So if I remember that I had to post a reel and I know the reel, I just get uh my batch distraction list and I write uh post this reel after work. I send it back and I keep working. I remember that, oh, I have to send my mom or call my mom or send my mom a message or send a follow up to somebody. Send follow up to Mr. ABC after work. I continue my working, continue my work. I remember that there's something I did. I do this after work, do this after work, and then you focus until you're done. You discover that when you start batch listing your distractions like that, after some time, distractions will stop coming. Because sometimes the distractions are coming because your mind is not yet even settled, right? So your soul, your brain, your consciousness is still trying to come and focus on one thing. So a lot of things will be running into your mind. And also, on the other hand, because that's the time that your mind has decided to concentrate. So the real things that you're supposed to do start running into your brain, start coming into your mind. That's why you now have to what? Batch the distractions. Don't fight them. So create a distraction list. How do you do? You create a distraction list and write down any random distraction that comes to your mind, and then you can treat with them or deal with them later after you're done doing your manager time. You see? That's how you deal with distractions. So like the person that called me now. I'll I've taken note that after this, I have to call the person back, or maybe send the person a DM. I'm like, because I just left a message that I'm actually on a call right now. Okay, so let me take a seat. So that's how you deal with distractions. Rule number four on how to structure your day and deal with distractions is what? Protect your focus like you protect your money. Protect your focus. See, when you want to work, please, the human mind is built for distraction and for survival. The human mind is not built for success. So anytime you want to focus to do something, things will come to distract you. So you should protect that focus the same way you protect your money. See how you have money and you will not allow somebody steal it. That's the same way you're supposed to protect your focus. I told you that there are my God, there are currencies of life. Four acronyms in the word meet. Okay, MEAT. Acronyms in the word meet. M for money, E for energy, A for attention, and T for time. And guess what? The cheapest form of currency of life is money. You know why? Because when you lose money, you can get it back. But if you lose energy, you lose attention, lose time, you will never get it back. And the most expensive currency of life is time. In fact, time is life. That's why it's called lifetime. When you lose time, you will never get it back. So when I hear a lot of people say money is time or time is money, they are wrong. They are quite wrong. You know why? Because when you lose money, you can get it back. But when you lose time, you cannot get it back. In fact, 6/21 of today, of the 4th of August 2026, will never come back. We've lost it once and for all. It will never come back. You see? You see this? Neat. So guard your focus should be how you spend your time, attention, energy. If you spend your time, attention, energy very well, it'll be very easy for you to make money. I tell my cousin in the house, my brother and my junior ones that money is the easiest thing to make on planet Earth. The easiest. You know why? Do you know that you don't need to be disciplined to make money? You don't need to you don't need to do anything. Just look for what people want and sell it to them. Full stop. Give it to them, they give you money. That's all. The real deal or the real currency of life that life wants to cheat you and take away from you is your time. So don't spend your time anyhow. Spend your time judiciously. That's why when you block out your maker time, you shouldn't joke with it. You should protect it at all costs. Protect it at all costs because it is that maker time that will make your life. It is your maker time that will make your life. In fact, the degree of things you make in life depends on how you make your maker time, depends on how you focus and manage your maker time. So if you don't have a maker time, you can't make anything in life. If you don't have a maker time, you can't make anything in life. Every single great person or realtor you see that's making sales has a time they don't joke with. There are times when it doesn't matter who is calling me, I'm not picking that call. Okay? It doesn't matter who is calling. I will not take the call because I can't trade that time for anything else. Because after that time, the rest of the day is we can do any other thing. But that time is very, very important. Okay. So one, how can you protect or focus your time? Like I said, don't spend your time anyhow. Number two, I've said told you that the biggest currency of life is time. Okay. So anytime you waste your maker time, know that you're wasting your life. Because when you waste your maker time, you won't make anything. And your life cannot become anything. And then one most important thing on how to protect your focus like money is to plan your day before. Have a to-do list. Now, the reason why you also get up and get confused is because you did not plan how to, even the maker time. Sometimes you will not know how to use it very well or judicially because you did not plan it before. So if tomorrow is your editing day during your maker time, write it down from 5 a.m. or from 9 p.m. to 12, 9 p.m. to 11. It's my maker time. I'm editing videos. Okay, you give yourself a target. I'm going to edit 20 videos, 30 videos. Until then, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so that's how you plan your day. Have a to do. See, these things are so simple that you can easily neglect them. But if you neglect them, it's the cost is going to be on you. So please do not joke with these things. You will pay $1 million courses, classes, certifications. They will teach you everything. But these things, if these things we are teaching here in the salary network, you don't implement them, you're going to find it difficult to live a successful life as a realtor. And I'm going to end with these words. Okay, that you should implement these things. Implement these things. You know why? Because if you are not doing what you know, then you don't know anything. If you are not doing what you know, then you don't know anything. And the proof of knowledge is demonstration. The proof of knowledge is demonstration. You are not a great filmmaker until you make a great film. You are not a great filmmaker until you make a great film. Mm. So make sure you implement these things. Okay. I think this will be the end. And before you go, let me also end with this. If you don't do what you know, you will end up not knowing what you are doing. Do what you know, you will end up not knowing what you are doing. So make sure you do what you know. So we've come to the end of the episode 8 of the Salary Network on why most realtors are busy every day but still broke and how to kill distractions. I hope you've been able to learn. Now you know exactly what makes money for realtors, what to focus on, how to structure your day, and how to kill distractions. Anytime you get distracted, come back to this video, watch it, and then implement. Start implementing right now as I'm talking to you. Right? If you have any other questions, my DM is always open. If this is your first time, coming across our videos. This is the Salary Network. The Salary Network is the reader is real estate. So Sell Real Estate Network is a group of serious realtors or real estate consultants or people in Cameroon who want to learn how to make money selling real estate on social media with ease. And it's a free, network. If you want to join the Salary Network, I think on the description of this channel, my phone number is there. There's a WhatsApp link there. You can click it and then you get to me and we can discuss and I add you. But you have to take some few episodes, like the first 7 episodes of the Series Network. When you take it, you submit your assignment or you do what we asked you to do there. When you do it, then we can now add you to the Series Network WhatsApp private community where we train you on how to make money, how to sell real estate on social media with ease. I remain your favorite real estate consultant, Coach Atega Daniel, here in the city of Boya. For now, Southwest region of Cameroon. See you uh, on episode 9. Episode 9, we're going to be looking at something much more amazing. All right, we're going to be looking at why sales go quiet or why sales go slow or sales become quiet for realtors. What are the things that make sales go quiet? I get a lot of realtors who ask me questions. Daniel, for the past 3 months, I've been posting, I've not been making sales. What is it? What's happening for the past 6 months, for the past 1 year? We're going to be looking at why sales go quiet for you as a realtor. In the meantime, stay blessed and have a nice day. I love you.